All right, in this lesson, we're coming to the end of hybrid identities. We're going to talk about Azure Active Directory Application Proxy. So the application proxy allows a single sign-on experience for remote employees or employees that are outside of your corporate network to access web applications that are hosted inside your corporate network. So you could have a SharePoint server or Outlook Web Access, and anyone who is not currently inside your organization, as long as they authenticate to the application proxy, then they're able to get access to those applications. Now you might say, oh, well, I know this how this works. This is called a VPN. We have one in my company. This is actually not a VPN, right? So this is basically, it's a really interesting setup, but you don't have to have a VPN. You're not installing new hardware. You're not making modifications to the ports of your routers and allowing the firewall and things like this. There's no changes to your network. What you do is they authenticate through the proxy. And so once they've authenticated to the proxy, then all of their traffic travels through the proxy to get to your local network. You do have to install a connector application inside the network. So what it's taking advantage of is this connector application is connecting to the Azure application proxy through a particular port, and because it's outbound traffic, that opens up, and then you can, as long as you authenticate to the application proxy, traffic can be sent back over this connector's open channel. All communication goes through the proxy, so you don't just authenticate through it, but all traffic goes through Azure. And it sort of operates like a classic proxy, right? The proxy is the middleman for all of those transactions. And so that's a consideration if you're going to set this up. But this allows you to have a VPN without even having a VPN. And that's pretty cool stuff, I think. So that's all for hybrid identities.